The Biber arm trainers were specifically designed for the treatment of people whose arm and hand functions are impaired as a result of a stroke or other neurological disorders. The various Biber arm trainers are modularly designed and can be assembled to make an arm laboratory with up to 8 stations. They are used for device-based treatment of patients in rehabilitation clinics, therapy centers, and individual practices, as well as during home visits. The Biber arm trainers provide patients with an effective training which helps them to relearn lost arm and hand functions. The complex functions of the arm and hand are reduced into the simple, adequate movements that can be trained intensively. The Biber Arm Trainer Multi, here represented as a table version, is distinguished by its versatility. Thanks to its sophisticated design, it is also quickly adaptable to the requirements of the patient during the therapy. In this tabletop, there are 4 bore holes. Both swivel arms are placed into these holes. With the help of a connecting rod, the swivel arms are connected for bilateral exercises. The yellow triangle allows a parallel movement of the swivel arms together with the sledges. Hereby, 2-dimensional movements are possible. To fix one swivel arm, it is necessary to put the bolt into the tabletop. To fix both arms, it is necessary to put the clasp behind both spheres. The lateral movements are not possible anymore. The healthy arm can now move the affected arm back and forth. When the yellow triangle is taken away, the arms can act independently. The resistance of the sledges, which should be overcome in the movement, changes due to the screw on the sledges. The switchable balancer, which is adjustable to 3 kg, enlarges the movement space during the training of the arms. The movement space of the affected arm narrows through the unhooking of the balancer. With the help of the healthy arm, the exercise can be managed more easily. The software is very extensive. The therapist has an opportunity to choose between 16 exercises and 8 games. Different difficulty levels, speed and exercise duration can be adjusted according to the abilities of the patient. The patient management system, as well as statistical results, make it possible to capture all the settings, to document the therapeutic results and to print them out if required. The relief of the forearm through the help arm, the fixation of the hand with the glove, and the support of the arm movement by the balancer allow targeted applications already at an early rehabilitation phase. During the games, an increased motivation among patients is observed. The attention of the patient is concentrated on the game and not on his affected arm. Through an intensive training of the arm, the brain begins to organize new motor functions. In addition, the Biber arm trainer allows an independent training of the patient. The Biber arm trainer multi is also simple to use for people who are in a wheelchair. During the therapy, the therapist has to decide whether the non-affected side should move the affected one, or whether the affected side should move unassisted. Under the table, there is another exercise device, the leg trainer skater. In that way, the arms and legs can be moved in synchrone or out of synchrone with each other. All exercises offered by the Arm Trainer Multi can also be performed in a standing position. With an additional balancer, the resistors can also be used to strengthen the muscles of the arms. Exercises can also be conducted in the vertical plate position. When moving up and down, the balancer is used for weight relief of the arms. Furthermore, one can see that the red ball in this software adjustment is moving very slowly, and the arms have to cover longer distances. Trunk movement can also be carried out if one rotates the swing arms and puts them into both of the front bore holes. Two handles can be screwed onto each swing arm. Now the balancer supports the patient during the straightening of his upper body. The Biber Arm Trainer Multi is available in two versions. First as a table version and, as it can be seen here, as a board version. Compared to the table version, a height and tilt adjustable table is needed for the board version. For some exercises, the board must be rotated and fixed again with the help of table clips. The board version is designed in such a way so that it can be ideally fixed onto a tabletop with a depth of 60 centimeters using two table clips. Apart from that, the applications are identical to the Arm Trainer Multi in the table version. Another module for the construction of an arm laboratory is the Biber Arm Trainer Wave. It is used to train the hand functions, supination and pronation, and can be used either with only the affected hand or with the help of a healthy hand. The resistance, which must be overcome in the rotation, can be continuously set with a brake. The Biber Hand Trainer Manu trains the dorsal extension and palmar reflection of the hand. It has an adjustable brake, and it is inserted into the bore hole of the table plate. The arm can be securely fixed, if necessary, with a Velcro strap onto the arm board. The Biber Arm Trainer side is another important module to construct the arm laboratory. Also here, the healthy hand can support the affected hand. The arm laboratory should be versatile and flexible to meet the varying abilities and rehabilitation phases of patients. The Biber Arm Trainer rail is an important module for the arm laboratory as well as for the self-training of the patient at home. A special bag makes the transportation easier. The Biber Arm Trainer rail has its own tilt adjustment, which is an advantage during home visits. When comparing the setting and application possibilities of Arm Trainer rail with those of Arm Trainer Multi, many parallels can be seen. In contrast to Multi, the rail has no tilt functions. When planning an arm laboratory, the following should be considered: not as flexible as possible, but as flexible as necessary, to avoid too much adjustment work. With the help of the Biber Arm Trainer, the complex functions of the arm and the hand are reduced to simple individual movements and are supported when needed. The Biber Arm Trainer does not replace the conventional therapy, but represents a useful addition. In the arm laboratory, the intensive, regular and independent training of the patient is in the foreground. Even with minimal functions of the arm and the hand, their movements are made visible and are also embedded in exercises and games with the help of Biber Arm Trainer. Such significant progresses in therapy, like an increase in strength and extent of movement of the arm and the hand, are not only supported through the game, but are also completely documented. An effective, interesting and modern therapy which equally meets the requirements for profitability and documentability is available with Biber Arm Trainer. regardless of whether you wish to purchase a single module or are planning an arm laboratory for several people. We are looking forward to your call and will give you advice with great pleasure.